On to debate number 2. There appears to be no end to Karnataka power tussle. On this show yesterday, we told you about new claimants to the Chief Minister's post throwing their hat in the ring. And even as the parties asserted that talks of change of guard are all rumors, today, State PWD Minister Satish Jharkioli has raked up the issue of the Karnataka Congress President's post. He's claimed that there were talks and a note was signed by AICC General Secretary KC Venugopal assuring that Karnataka Congress President will be changed after the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. Jharkioli has sought clarity from the party on whether a new person will be picked for the chief's post. He's also pitched himself for the KPCC Chief post, saying that people want him to take over as they want someone from the Ahinda community to take up the position.
सर आपने मेंशन किया कि एक सॉर्ट ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग नोट है
उस दिन जो अनाउंस हुआ सीएम डीसीएम उससे एक नोट भी था वो डिक्लेयर किया था एआईसीसी सो
क्या था नोट में
लोकसभा चुनाव के बाद अध्यक्ष को चेंज करेंगे उसके बारे में हर एमएलए मंत्री में पूरा पार्टी में चर्चा चल रहा है तो वेट कर रहे हैं हम.
And as jostling for posts continues in Karnataka Congress, the BJP has launched a scathing attack saying that while the state is battling financial challenges and people are suffering, Congress was only worried about posts and power.
There is no rift, nothing. Why everything will be decided by the party high command. We all are the soldiers of the Congress party.
Congress party is more bothered about the party organization, but they are not bothered about the people of Karnataka. Satish Jharkioli, Ishwar Khandre, whomever you want, make them as KPCC presidents. Whomever you want, Congress party high command or the MLAs of Congress party in Karnataka wants to make somebody as a CM, please make. But Karnataka citizens have asked only one thing. Give us a life which is dignified and a decent quality.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining us on the panel are GS Prashant, spokesperson of BJP in Karnataka. Also with us is Ravi Srivastav, political analyst. Karan Verma also continuing from debate number 1. But my first question goes across to Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst joining us. Syed Asad Abbas, is this a very, very clear sign of the kind of factionalism that exists within the Karnataka Congress? No sooner than Siddaramaiah clarifying yesterday about there not being a race for the Chief Minister's post, again, you have comments coming out very openly for those who are pitching for the post of the KPCC Chief in Karnataka. Now, he says that there is a letter signed by Mr. KC Venugopal. Surely Mr. Satish Jharkioli would not be, lying about such a serious matter.
Madhav Sahab, in the same statement, Mr. Satish Jharkioli has also said that the final decision stands with the Congress High Party, the high command of the party. Also, let us understand that Mr. DK Shivkumar has done a spectacular job. Recently, we saw under his able leadership, Congress Party won 3 by-elections, Shigaon, Sandur and Chanpatna. I believe that something is working so beautifully well. Why change it? Of course, there could be aspirations, there could be ambitions, so on and so forth, like DK Shivkumar ji himself has spoken when he wants to be the chief minister and so on and so forth. Everybody aspires to. But this is left to the best interest, wisdom of the party high command.
Okay, GS Prashant, respond to that. If something's fixed, if something's working, why break it? And why change things around? If the recent elections, the Congress has done very well, then perhaps things should allow to be the same.
Madhav, firstly, if by-elections are the yardstick to decide whether Shivkumar is working well or Jharkioli, fine. Let the Congress have that yardstick. But this is not about the by-election wanting to change. You look at the power tussle within the Congress now. Even for holding dinner meets, KC Venugopal intervenes. Shivkumar has to call up Venugopal and say, please get the dinner meet cancelled. And then they come up with the alternative theory saying, no, we want Venugopal and Shivkumar to be a part of the dinner meeting, therefore we postponed. Parmeshwar doesn't say it was cancelled, he says it's postponed. Satish Jharkioli already had one dinner meeting with his supporters or his followers or followers Siddaramaiah to say whatever they want to do, but governance has taken a backseat. There is no governance in the state of Karnataka. It is ridden with corruption and they are flaring up all sort of communal tensions here. So therefore, when governance takes a back seat, the internal factions of the Congress is up for people to see. And whatever the letter that Satish Jarkioli refers to ultimately doesn't matter in Congress, because whatever the first family of Congress decides, that's what's going to happen. They may say 100 names saying the party president will decide. Not a single Karnataka Pradesh Congress leader has said our national president will decide. No, party president. They've always said it is the first family which decides.
Okay.
Let them decide.
Ravi Srivastava, you know, the point is that let the family decide, so on and so forth, whoever the Congress High Command decides. But just look at what's happening. Look at the optics of what's happening in Jarkioli's case. You know, there are a group of devotees at Nayappa temple there at Gokak in Belagavi. You know, they come out and say that Jarkioli should be the next chief minister, so on and so forth. There's another set of devotees at the Shabrimala temple, you know, where, of course, we know that this Makara Jyoti season is when, of course, the entire season's peak comes to an end. Over there, once again, they're coming out to make similar statements. So very clearly, there is a strong push from Mr. Jarkioli or his supporters side, whoever it may be, to try and see the projection of this particular leader. And he's not the first leader. There are multiple leaders who are already pitching for their role as the chief minister, the first Dalit chief minister, so on and so forth, the senior most leader, North Karnataka to be represented. All these issues in the background, there's very clearly a power tussle that's underway. Ravi Srivastava.
Madhav, first of all, such things do happen in every party. That push are there. All those people, the followers of Jarkioli, who want that he should be put in the position of the KPCC president or something like that. And he is saying that there are one man, one post. Why DK Shivkumar is the deputy chief minister and the KPCC president as well. So these are very common things which happen everywhere. As far as my friend was talking about some dinner diplomacy, yesterday our friend Mr. Nitish Kumar went to Chirag Paswan's house for a Dahi Chuda party, and Chirag Paswan ran away from his home, and Nitish Kumar finally came back. So such things do happen. You know, these are simple diplomacies which nothing much should be read in between lines of that. So yeah, they will, and they are not looking at a first family or something like that. The first family does not announce anything. Have you ever heard that Rahul Gandhi appointing somebody, or for that matter, Priyanka Gandhi appointing somebody? Ultimately, it will be appointed by the party general secretary or the KPCC president in Karnataka.
The ordinances prepared by the Prime Minister's office. We have seen what Rahul Gandhi is capable of. Rahul Gandhi tore the ordinance which Manmohan Singh's government has brought in. So Rahul Gandhi need not announce. He's in the habit of tearing people and showing them that, look, unless Rahul Gandhi decides on something, the Congress party or the president or even the Prime Minister, when they were ruling, could not decide anything. So everybody knows, even probably a small child knows what power the first family of Congress wields.
Okay.
Why are you defending the indefendable? Don't do that.
Okay, Ravi.
The first family...
Ravi, quick response, then I go across to Karan. Ravi, quick response.
Did you see anywhere? Show me.
See anywhere what? He's talking about Rahul tearing the ordinance. That's very well known. That's out in the public domain, isn't it, Ravi Srivastava?
Big deal. Everybody knows it. It's in broad daylight. He did not do it in the darkness somewhere. He did it in the open parliament.
Exactly what I'm stating. Rahul Gandhi can tear up an ordinance which the PM brings in, and you say that the party will decide. No, it is only the Gandhi family which will decide, and everybody will follow suit.
Okay.
Therefore, why this hangama?
Okay, quick response, Ravi, quick response. You're going to go across to Karan. Yes, Ravi, quickly.
That is your perception, sir. It is not proven.
What is not proven? That you didn't tear the... Anyway, I think we're wasting too much time on this side debate. Karan Verma, your response in terms of what this really shows and what are the implications of this? Because this is one of our states that attracts the maximum amount of FDI. This kind of politics, you know, first, of course, there are questions surrounding governance and the Khadakat model. But the very fact that there's so much uncertainty as to what's going to happen to the leadership of the state and of the party in that state.
So, Madhav, I'll first take 30 seconds to reply to my friend Abbas, who said everything is fantastic right now in Karnataka. How fantastic it is, just give me 30 seconds. Petrol prices up by 3 rupees, diesel prices up by 3.5 rupees, milk prices up by 5 rupees, stamp duty up by 200%, property guidance rate up by 25%, Capex spending in a state like Karnataka down by 28%. Inflation jumped from 3.7% to 6.2%, much more than the national average. So it is all fantastic in Karnataka. उन्होंने KPMG और इन सबको लगाया हुआ है how to make money. They are monetizing their assets just so they can pay their salaries. MLAs and all are saying we cannot manage the 58,000 crores load that we have to fulfill your promises. That is the condition of Karnataka today. Now let me come to their infighting. You know, when Randeep Surjewala convened a meeting, G. Parmeshwar and K.N. Ranjana did not come as a mark of protest. That's number one. Secondly, I mean, look how these camps have developed within this. And that's a common Congress practice, you know. Whichever the state, agar galti se jeet gaye state, they start fighting there. Whether it is Sidhu Channi, whether it is T.S. Singh, Deo and Baghel, everywhere you'll see that. Here, there are two camps now and very clear. And Satish Jarkiholi, you know, acting as a proxy of Siddaramaiah, he has started saying that I was the one who contributed to the Belgavi office. And DK Shiv Kumar was so irate at that, he said Lakshmi Hebalkar is responsible. In fact, pretty much Randeep Surjewala had to play peacemaker, and he's also very disgusted, Satish Jarkiholi, because his department, PWD department, uski funding cut gayi hai 30% se, because they don't want to spend on capex. So the daggers are out, just grab your popcorn and watch them implode in this year, because they are all thirsty for power. They barely have a state and they're milking its resources. Everybody is not getting what they want. So wait and watch how they explode in power this time.
Abbas, is it ultimately nothing but a Siddaramaiah camp versus a Shiv Kumar camp fight that's out in the open? Is that what's happening?
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, it's very interesting how my friend Karan
there are no camps.
speaks of the indifferences here in the Congress party. Respected sir, kindly, you know, on a lighter note, of course, if the Congress party wants to have dinner meetings, I think you should arrange lunch meetings with Yatnal and BY Vijayendra. You should make a lunch meeting with Mr. Ashwath Narayan and R. Ashok. Respected sir, which political party has no differences? This is bound to be in a democracy, and in a political party, this is very much a part of it. So when you speak of dinner meetings, look at your own lunch meetings, which do not even take place. So therefore, the best thing here is Karnataka itna bhi bura nahi hai, bhai. आप कहीं दिल्ली में रहते हो, आओ बेंगलुरु को, बन्नी नम कर्नाटका प्रदेश के बन्नी नोडी.
Abbas, you actually contradicted yourself a short while earlier by saying that there are no differences, and it says which party doesn't have differences. So that's a contradiction in terms, but nevertheless, I'll take your question across to the BJP. Prashant, the question is that Mr. Yatnal, other political leaders in the state, not on the same page. Mr. Boma on a different page, it appears, from what Mr. Vijayendra is doing. You know, there are all sorts of camps within the BJP as well. Please respond to what Abbas is saying.
Madhav, they are on if at all there are differences, they are separately protesting against Congress. The objective is clear: to take on the Congress and bring this corrupt Congress down. As to who takes the lead in fighting is what the fight is for. It's not about not taking on the Congress. Whereas in Congress, you have 1,000 potholes, and now DK Shiv says he has no money. Why? Fill up the potholes, yeah? Why bother about this dinner meets? It's about, in BJP, we know how to keep our flock together, because ultimately for us, nation comes first, party comes next, and self comes last. So we've always put nation's interest first, party after the nation, and then the self. So every individual in the BJP will work for the nation building, unlike in Congress, wherein it's only the first family which decides everything, and everybody will just follow suit or...
Okay. Ravi Srivastava, very quickly. Ravi Srivastava, almost out of time. Ravi Srivastava.
Say, my friend is very confident that the BJP fights for the nation and Congress fights for the high command. Please, no, there is no such thing. The party is fully united. They have won 3 by-elections as well, and they are trying to do whatever best they could do. And a statement, you should remember that kind of debt which is on Karnataka government is a legacy from the BJP. For 1.5 years, they are paying those money which are pending since then. So don't jump on the conclusion. The Congress government is working wonders there, and they are definitely going to be stable.
But Ravi, by that logic, then the Shakti scheme and others have had absolutely no cost, according to what you say. Karan Verma, is that you know, something that holds out in terms of the facts before us? Because he says that all the debt is owing to what the BJP government did.
You know, I gave you hard data on that. You know, they've not paid any debts. In fact, the debt has only increased. 58,000 crores they are putting in for this. They've cut down the spending on capex by 28% for a growing state. And yes, my friend Abbas, Karnataka is a wonderful state. I've been there many times. It needs more spending on the infrastructure. We want to see the state go to greater heights. So cutting the infrastructure is almost criminal if you ask me, and that too by 28% at a time when every state year on year is increasing it by a minimum of 10 to 12%. So that's where they stand. They've not paid any debt. They've added debt. That's a fact. So, Ravi Srivastava stays in his own world, so I don't mind.
All right, let's leave it there. In fact, the interesting politics of Karnataka continues to remain interesting. We'll have to leave it there for the moment, though. GS Prashant, Karan Verma, Syed Asad Abbas and Ravi Srivastava, thanks so much for joining us this evening.